From the Mumbai studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate.
The Debate at 10, powered by RP Sanjeev Goenka Group, whitehatjunior.com and Ramaiah University, Bengaluru.
Ladies and gentlemen, this day last year, 9 lakh PMC depositors were robbed of their livelihood and their money. Today we're going to unearth a 9-year cover-up with hard evidence to show you how this could have been stopped.
365 days later, Rhythm. A letter from 2011. We are in 2020. A letter from 2011 from a PMC insider to the RBI is just the tip of the iceberg. We're getting you the details. A similar cover-up is emerging in a multi-crore bank fraud in Bengaluru as well, where senior most citizens, fighting for their deposits, looted. Here is the bank scam truth, and then we debate. What we will expose tonight will have an impact on at least 1 million depositors of PMC Bank and the bank that was looted in Karnataka.
Depositors of Sri Raghavendra Cooperative Bank hit the streets in Bengaluru. They are demanding the money back from the crisis-hit bank.
I request the concerned authorities to please intervene and save senior citizen depositors' lives.
So we urge the authorities to take serious action and take immediate steps to rectify the situation.
I am very much worried more. Kindly arrange to refund the amount at the earliest.
The state government's attitude has been defeatist. The state government has admitted that there are irregularities in bank functioning since 2005, and now the prime accused are at large.
You can see here the placards are held by depositors demanding justice against what has happened to them by RBI by imposing few restrictions on them on withdrawing.
In Mumbai, for the last 1 year, depositors of PMC Bank have been fighting for their hard-earned savings.
An 83-year-old who had 80 lakh deposit in PMC Bank, you know why they died? Because the money for the heart surgery that they needed was in the bank. PMC depositors, let me tell you, let us not lose heart. Let us fight, because this is a good fight.
But here is the clincher. Republic has accessed a document from 2011, a letter to RBI by an ex-employee of the PMC Bank. In the 6-point letter, the whistleblower has revealed how the bank was stressed and concealed facts. The ex-employee wanted RBI to intervene. The Reserve Bank of India acknowledged the letter, but for the last 9 years, there was no movement. Why did the RBI sit on PMC warning for the last 9 years? Was there a deliberate cover-up? Two banks, same story. Will the centre intervene? Let's debate.
Joining us on the debate on Republic TV tonight, Hitesh Jain, spokesperson of the BJP and an advocate, Abhishek Sharma, political analyst, Syed Aslam, political analyst, leans towards the JDS in Karnataka, Mahesh Chavan, spokesperson of the NCP, live from Mumbai, Kishore Tiwari, farmers activists leaning towards the Shiv Sena. Now, all of them are essentially politicians or affiliated to political parties or have political leanings, versus Abhiraj Singh Kohli, PMC Bank deposit holder, lost several crores of deposits. Vivek Dixit, PMC depositor and lawyer, also represented the PMC victims in the case in Delhi High Court and Supreme Court. Sunny Fernandez, PMC depositor. Harish, depositor of the Sri Guru Raghavendra Bank. Over 5 lakh people have been looted. KN Ranganath, president of the Depositors Welfare Association, Sri Guru Raghavendra Bank. But that's the breaking news story that I have this evening. I want to show a letter. I can show the letter and I can send it, have it forwarded to all of you who are representing political parties or political sides. Let me tell you what the letter reads, and let me just, while everyone's on the window, quickly in 30 seconds summarize with them, and then we'll go across straight to the debate, right? This is a letter dated 28th of January 2011. 28th of January 2011 with all the guests on the screen. I'll just read out because you can't see it clearly. I'll just make the points and they can, I just want to see their response to it. This is a letter, 28th January 2011. This letter, by the way, written by an insider. It is addressed to Shri A. Udgata, Chief General Manager in charge, Urban Banks Development, Urban Banks Department, Reserve Bank of India. I repeat, Chief General Manager in charge, Urban Banks Department, Reserve Bank of India, right? Letter written by, and I want to read out that as well. Letter written by Manpreet Kaur CC Sri C. Krishnan, Executive Director, Chief Vigilance Officer of PMC Bank. I repeat the date, the year 2011, written to the RBI, and 7 points, and then I want to bring in the politicians. In this letter, revelation number 1, the actual NPA of the bank is 9.12%, shown as 1%. 9.12 actual NPA, shown as 1%. Revelation 2, large borrowers of 2 branches are linked to the director, written to the RBI. Revelation 3, staff of 2 branches asked to do reverse calculation and open dummy accounts. Revelation 4, many large borrowers are NPAs. Revelation 5, loan granted to filmmaker was given without securities. Revelation 6, 250 crore rupees updated as fake deposits. Revelation 7, from the letter that I have in my hand, massive fraud in HDIL. Vadhavan's check transactions in the year 2011. 8 years before the scam actually broke out, and believe it or not, there was also a response from the RBI. I don't know whether to laugh or cry, because over 1 million people, depositors, Indians, middle class people have been affected. This was the response from the RBI to say that thank you, we've received your complaint. Noted. I don't know. I mean, we've seen the protests for the last 1 year rhythm. People breaking down in Bengaluru, on the streets of Bengaluru, there were protests today where even PMC depositors were there. And we've been in touch with some of these depositors, hearing their stories, right? Thousands and lakhs and crores of rupees looted. And I want to bring in, let me bring in Hitesh Jain first. Hitesh Jain, I want you to respond to this development. I don't know whether you were aware. I don't know how many people were aware, but there was a letter written in 2011. And I want Abhairaj can respond to you. I want you to start and Abhairaj will respond. 2011, the RBI was warned, Hitesh. 2011.
Now,
and the RBI simply said, you received a complaint, thank you.
Now, in 2011, RBI was warned. But we have to also understand there are 3 or 4 facts which are also an important part, which will be borne out by the revelation. How do you strengthen the cooperative bank? Was there any professionalism? Was there any governance? Was the cooperative bank having any access to capital? Were they having any enabling access? Were there any sound banking, or did RBI had any control over cooperative? So if you are aware, just on Tuesday, the Parliament has passed an amendment to the Banking Regulation Act, and with the sole aim to protect the depositors, these amendments have been ensured so as to ensure that fiasco like PNB or the cases where RBI says thank you will not happen. So therefore, you have given powers to the RBI. Cooperative banks have been brought under the control of RBI to ensure that these thank you letters do not come. And if such complaints are addressed, RBI will be quick to act and forget the complaint. Now that there will be a sound banking of the cooperative bank will be ensured through RBI, the possibilities of such frauds can be avoided.
8 years, Abhairaj.
Sir, are you trying to tell me here that a letter complaint was gone to the RBI and the RBI clearly states that, okay, there's no vigilance at all? Forget that.
Well,
the High Court order has been put in place where all the assets of the Vadhavans was to be sold and money was to be paid paid back to us. What happened? The RBI went to the Supreme Court and ordered a stay on this order. RBI is going and putting more and more obstacles on our way. Who is actually looking at RBI? Why is there no CBI probe against the RBI when such a letter was made very clear that this was happening in the bank? Why RBI is not replying or not taking action at that time? Today they say, okay, it's your fault and the money is all gone.
Well, Mr. Kohli, about the 2000...
Today the EOW that was bought in by the RBI paid 2 crores from the bank to go and do a audit. They say 4,500 crores is payable, or they have taken 4,500 crores worth of assets. Now NCLT comes in and says it's only 1,800 crores, and RBI is yet quiet. The governor of the RBI has not even once come up, met a single depositor, not come and met a single forum that we have formed. He completely is not, accessible to us. Who do we go to? Who do we get answers from?
Mr. Kohli, you now in view of the amendments...
as you're saying, I also want to go across...
And by bringing the cooperative
Yes.
banks, you will...
we're discussing Banking Regulation Acts and that's all right. But really, Mahesh Chavan, as an NCP leader, I ask you, what about the Aam Aadmi? And that's the only question we asked today. Why did 50 people and depositors of PMC have to die before this letter came forward? Why is it 9 lakh depositors lost their livelihoods? I also want to ask you, and I'm going to get Sunny Fernandez in, who's also a PMC depositor. I remember the story of an 82-year-old man. He has 25 lakhs in his bank account at PMC. He had to borrow money for his daughter's brain tumor treatment. Mahesh Chavan, with so many stories of the Aam Aadmi going around, isn't it time that some action should have been taken before this colossal loss, and 11 years earlier, 9 years earlier, the action could have been taken?
Okay, now let me speak. Doesn't come under any control of the state government. It is registered with the multi-state cooperative bank registrar who sits in Delhi, which works under the Agricultural Ministry of India. This is the first thing. So any control is with this particular registrar. And again, because of this ordinance or the bill, that Banking Regulation Amendment Act.
Mahesh Chavan, I think we lost your feed there. We're getting your audio, but we lost your feed.
Support could have been given. It's got nothing to do with center or state government.
Rhythm, I think we just lost his feed there. We just lost Mr. Chavan's feed. I think he's back. Okay, he's back.
Government has got a limited role to play. See, whenever we got the complaint...
whenever we got the complaints, the police, of course, arrested the accused, registered the cases, filed the charge sheet, and the probe is going on. EOW, that is offenses.
This is not yet read about politics. I want Sunny Fernandez to come in. I want him to tell what was the plight of these people who had to say, "Hamara paisa wapas do." When you're talking about this being the central government's fault, the RBI's fault, the point is it's a fault, but the Aam Aadmi is always suffering. Sunny, don't you agree? So many people dying.
Now we have to understand one thing. No. See, we are completely...
I don't think this gentleman will allow me to talk.
The depositors, but you tell me one thing. What control has the state government got over this issue?
Okay, great. What is the state? What control does the state government have? Great. Okay, great argument. Mr. Chavan, great argument. Fantastic argument. I'll tell you why, Sunny. I want Sunny to come in. No, Chavan, great argument. Hold on. Hold on, Mr. Chavan.
Exactly.
Mr. Chavan, quiz question. Mr. Chavan, quiz question. You threw your hands up in the air, right? Mr. Chavan, you threw your hands up in the air saying what role does the state government have? Mr. Chavan, hear me out, sir. You said what role does the state government have?
He will not allow anybody to talk.
State government.
Mr. Chavan, hear him. 1 second, hold on, Mr. Chavan. Okay, I don't know whether you lost my audio. But I want to bring in
anybody to talk.
Yeah, Kishore Tiwari and Sunny. Okay, Sunny, I want you to respond. Now, they will tell you, I'll tell you the line of argument. Sunny, you heard their argument, right? They'll tell you state government has no role. 2011, I want to know which was the state government. I want to know which was the central government. When the letter was written.
Can I come in now?
Yes, Sunny, come in.
Okay, let me tell you, we have now today celebrated 1 year of begging, and now I'm begging on this channel with my hands folded. Give me 2 minutes of attention. All the panelists over here, give me the charity and generosity of 2 minutes. We are begging for 1 year. I'm begging for 2 minutes. Give me a patient hearing.
Go ahead.
My question is only one. I have had enough of the technical gyan, enough of the overdose of knowledge. I'm not interested in that. I have only one question. Will I get my money back 100% without any haircut, and will I get the entire money before the sanctions end on 22nd December 2020? This is the sanction of 35A. It's a very simple question. I don't want this overdose of technical gyan. We have had... No, allow me to finish. I asked you for 2 minutes. I am saying we have lost 70 lives. We have lost over 70 lives. What is the RBI doing? Playing IPL? Playing with Indian people's lives? Is that what they are planning to do? Are they planning to hit a century with the people dying? Are they waiting for that? So we don't want to know what is state government doing, what is central government doing, what is RBI doing. We didn't put our money with all this kind of knowledge. We put our money in a bank. We even had politicians who came on this channel and said that PMC is not a bank. PMC is not a bank. That's the kind of thing that we got. The reason was what? The reason was the bill was
Mr. Tiwari, let him speak.
Now, no, you don't. You have to allow me to speak, because this is what he does every time. My point is, today, the obstacle which was claimed was Lok Sabha bill, Rajya Sabha bill. Now, both these bills have been passed. And we have also have 70 lives which have been passed. Now, what more you want us to pass? Nirmala Sitharaman, the Honorable Finance Minister, even made a statement saying that now PMC should have something similar as a solution for Yes Bank. Why is RBI silent till now? What we have got now in this 1 year is basically like a hungry man who's sitting down to eat a meal. He's given a menu card with beautiful description of the food and the pictures, but he has no food to eat. So what do you want me to eat, the menu card? I need my money to put food on the table for my family. I can't take the Rajya Sabha bill and the Lok Sabha bill and pay for my utility bills or go to buy ration for my family. Enough is enough. I want to thank Republic TV, and I want to thank Arnab for being a pioneering channel. For being a pioneering channel who has brought our voices in the forefront. Now we don't want to hear anybody's voices. We had enough of bakwas. We just want our money back without a haircut, 100% before 22nd of December. That's it.
Yeah, Mr. Tiwari.
Yeah. First thing, those 79 people who have died, the innocent investor of the PMC, are not the death. They are the genocide done by the poor administration and financial irregularity of the state. I repeat, the suicide done by the PMC investor are the genocide, not the suicide.
Sir.
Secondly, I want that the limit of the insurance should be raised to 1 crore rupees immediately with effect from 2018. And all the depositors' money should be
will I get my money back first? Then you increase.
Kishore Tiwari, not about should be's. What Sunny is talking about is the plight of the Aam Aadmi. Listen to his voice. When Mahesh Chavan speaks and makes this immediately about the center, understand another point could be here. The Vadvans were allowed VIP fresh passes during COVID. That was given by this government. This is no longer about which government is there, but due that needs to be given to 9 lakh depositors. Listen to what Sunny is saying. Abhishek Sharma.
Madam, can I speak?
The main thing is, I absolutely object to the statement. No, please let me speak. Let me speak. I absolutely object to the statement made by Mr. Kishore Tiwari, where he referred to the word genocide. This is an absolutely wrong and absolutely condemnable statement. The main thing is, and I think we have to go to the root of the problem. Wadhawan was the promoter of this bank.
because Vadhavan was the promoter of this bank, all the bank officials, they spoiled the software of the banking system of that particular bank, and they kept giving him loans, and they spoiled the software that the RBI and the auditors, they will not be able to find out. Finally, the auditors also were compromised, and they went hand to glove with the banking officials, and they hid for 6 months.
Sunny, I'll tell you what. Sunny, I'll tell you what will happen now. One second, Abhishek, I'll have to stop you there. Hold on. I'll tell you what's happening. I'll tell you what's happening.
Exactly.
No. I'll tell you what's happening, right? I'll tell you what's happening. No, Abhishek, I'll have to stop you at this point, please. Abhishek, I'll have to stop you at this point, okay? On this debate. No, I will not let you speak. I'll tell you why. Vivek Dixit, Abhay Kohli, Sunny Fernandez, Harish and K.N. Ranganath, and they haven't even spoken, right? Now those who are from the opposition in the center and ruling in the state here, they will come and say center should act, right? And the center will say we are doing everything possible. But the Shiv Sena and NCP have also allowed Vadhavans to have a 5-star life in custody, right? Mr. Chavan and Kishore Tiwari, you're not fooling anybody. You forgot that time when they were allowed to travel during lockdown. Mr. Chavan, don't lie to people. They will just Google and you will get exposed. I will just open the article, Republic World article for you. When you allowed the Vadhavans who looted all these people to get a 5-star exit during lockdown. Hold on. I will not let this happen. No, this debate will not take that turn. No. I want Vivek Dixit to come in. Vivek, I'm right or wrong? I'm right or wrong? I'm right or wrong?
Cases have been registered.
Wait, I want to hear Vivek's story. You know what? I want to hear Vivek's story. You hear Vivek's story. You are absolutely right.
Vivek,
how much of money have you lost?
Absolutely right. Let me speak.
How much of time have you lost? How much of money have you lost? Vivek and Chavan.
Let me speak.
Vivek and Chavan, how much of money have you lost?
Complete 1 year. We have lost a complete 1 year. We have lost complete 1 year.
How much of money have you lost, Vivek? How much of money does the bank owe you, Vivek? Vivek and Chavan.
Please mute his mic. Allow me to speak.
Chavan, Mr. Chavan, please hear him out. Hear him out. Mr. Chavan, that's the least you can do. Hear him out.
Allow me to speak or not?
Mr. Chavan, you got to let him speak. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to let Mr. Chavan. I'm not going to take Mr. Chavan's audio. He's not going to let Vivek speak.
Please ask him to.
Yeah, Vivek speak and Aslam Sheikh will respond to you because all politicians are answerable.
Why do you want
Vivek and Aslam Sheikh?
Why don't you want
Vivek and Syed Aslam?
Listen to us.
Vivek and Syed Aslam. Yeah, Vivek, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, let me tell you one thing. Last one year, we have lost more than 80 lives. It's not 70. It's more than 80 lives. We have lost more than 80 lives in the last 1 year. We are talking about protection. Listen to me carefully. We are talking about protection. What about restitution? Why are the lives in this country not given any importance? In Yes Bank, how many people died in Yes Bank? You tell me. Anyone from the politicians. How many people died in the Yes Bank? Cooperative banks are poor man's bank. Only their people will die. It has been 1 year, 80 people have died just in PMC Bank. And you are only talking about protection. Even this bill which has come, the bill has come for protection. Why restitution is not there? Why are people allowed to
die? Let me tell you.
Are we saying in India or some other alien place?
First of all,
you have to reply about restitution. I want to know about restitution. I want to listen from the politicians about restitution. Tell me, when will you give my money? I don't want to hear about protection.
Sir, I'm patient. I've been hearing you. Thank you so much, sir.
When all this politics is happening,
you have to give a definite date, like you gave in case of Yes Bank.
Backbone of our economy.
Why are you
Middle class is the backbone of our economy.
Why are you not giving the money to the depositors?
They are the honest taxpayers.
No, don't give this gun.
It's highly disappointing that they have hard-earned money.
I also want to 1 minute, gentlemen, go across to someone from another bank but suffering the same fate. I want to go across as this argument is happening about governments, which is not what the Aam Aadmi's issues boil down to. K.N. Ranganath, the president of the Depositors Welfare Association of another bank, the Raghavendra Bank in Karnataka, where another such scam takes place. Syed Aslam, I'll ask you a question after this, but K.N. Ranganath, Why did these cooperative banks continue with these scams? Whether it's in PMC or whether it's in Karnataka, the government is doing nothing, but this scam needs to be stopped because it's the Aam Aadmi Party, Aam Aadmi's money.
Madam, let me tell you, first of all, we stand with the victims. We stand with fullest support with the victims. The middle class is the backbone of our economy. They are the honest taxpayers. They support us in public investment, whether it's in education, infrastructure, and everything. When middle class is treated like this, definitely we stand with fullest support with them. And also, having said that, since I am from Karnataka, I am from Bangalore, let me talk about Guru Raghavendra Bank. It has been identified when there was an investigation done by the RBI and the Register of Cooperatives.
No, but Syed Aslam,
it is identified that more than 70 fictitious companies have been given loans of more than 150 crores. Right?
Yeah, we know that. We know that. But what are politicians doing? Let Ranganath speak. We know that. Syed Aslam, we know that. Here, Ranganath. No, it was Ranganath's turn to speak. You know how many senior citizens have lost all their life savings? Mr. Ranganath, go ahead, sir.
Well, I understand that. I just want to make one quick point. Quick point.
Tejasvi Surya. Thank you, sir. Hello.
Go ahead, Mr. Ranganath.
Allow me to speak.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Yes.
I am Ranganath, Depositor Welfare Association President and a senior citizen. So, kindly don't interfere. I would like to narrate the entire this. I am also from ex-RBI only. I am a senior citizen. See, the lot of people are facing trouble, distress, mental trauma. Every night people are not getting their hard-earned savings. And some COVID patients, I am feeling shy, although working from Reserve Bank of India, that esteemed institution. Now the Reserve Bank of India is not coming for rescue. They have passed bucks on the Register of Cooperative Societies to appoint an administrator. This is my first objection on the part of Reserve Bank of India. I am clearly stating, without hesitation, RBI failure is completely there. How come they do not know from 2008? Fraud is going on, sir. Fraud is going on. I am very sorry. I've got
exactly
tears.
Another case, Mr. Ranganath. Mr. Ranganath, what you're telling me, Mr. Ranganath, what you're telling me is exactly what's happening in the PMC case, right? Exactly what's happening in the PMC case, that RBI knew, did not do anything, sat on it, right?
Exactly.
Wait, Mr. Ranganath, hold on to your point. Hold on to your point. I want to hear Harish also. No, hold on. Hold on to your point. I want to bring in Harish also. I want to bring in Harish also. Hold on. We're on the point of RBI.
Thank you.
Hold on, Harish talk. And I want to take Hitesh Jain. Hitesh Jain will respond because the BJP government in Karnataka is also answerable. Go ahead.
Yes. See, first of all, it is very important to know that from 2008 till 2019, RBI has been giving A rating for this, which is the highest rating. And this is the basic fact that all our senior citizens believed and put their hard-earned money into the bank. Now, suddenly, all of a sudden, we are seeing that this from A, it is completely downgraded to D, which is the lowest grading. Now, how from past 12 years, RBI did not even notice one single time that these scams are happening. And when they did this 2019, they were telling that this scam is happening from 2008. And it was so conspicuous that this scam is happening. But all the inspectors of RBI were blindfolded when they did this inspection. Now, keeping those technical things apart, it is very important for any government to say that it should comfort the afflicted and afflict the comfortable. But exactly opposite is happening here, sir. I'm very sorry to say this.
Harish, I just want to take one question and then Rhythm will come in, right? So Hitesh, it's very interesting because when I asked you the first question, you said back then what happened, because 2011 RBI center state, everybody opposition, then Congress, UPA, NCP, all of that. But you know what is happening in Karnataka, you can't wash your hands off that. I'll tell you why. 2 points and I'll let you speak. Syed Aslam, I know you're really excited to jump in right now to take on Hitesh Jain. I'll let you do that, but first let me put a question to him. Hold on. What has the Karnataka government done to unfreeze the assets of the 9,000 depositors of Sri Guru Raghavendra Bank. I'll tell you why. The ED has already attached movable and immovable properties. Why can't it be auctioned? Point number one. Point number two, you know what the minister says in the assembly? The minister says, the law minister Madhuswamy says, his wife is the wife of the president of the bank and the president are absconding and they have not been caught. We don't know where they are.
His son.
Yeah.
If you will precisely look at the amendment to the Banking Regulation Act, all the powers where the RBI was handicapped, now these banks can have access to the capital. You can also have schemes for amalgamation. You can have schemes for reconstruction of the bank. All these powers which were the scheduled commercial banks which were placed under the regulations of RBI, now the cooperative banks will be allowed to be placed under that. So once you allow the cooperative bank to access the capital, the RBI can allow them to you can reconstruct those banks. That is where the solution lies to ensure that the depositor money can be returned back. I am again reiterating, our finance
these are all platitudes and Mungeri Lal ke Hasim sapne, sir.
That the depositor's money has to be returned, but there is a method and there is a procedure. We have complied with this thing. I mean,
no, but we're not talking about reforms, Hitesh. It's been 2 months. It's been 2 months, Hitesh. It's been 2 months, and nobody knows where the president of that bank was. Even in this case, the RBI is answerable, right, Hitesh?
And acting pursuant to that.
No. Even in this case, the RBI is responsible, right, Hitesh? RBI is responsible for last 2 months. Nobody knows where the president is.
See, the postmortem will happen. The postmortem will happen, but the postmortem is not the solution. We have to also look. I mean, all the depositors over here.
Okay, Sunny Fernandez, I'll give you 30 seconds. I have to move on to the next debate. Really short of time. Sunny Fernandez, 30 seconds. Hear him out. 30 seconds. About the RBI, point of the RBI, PMC and Raghavendra Bank, both questions raised on the RBI.
No, he's not going to allow me to talk.
Okay, go ahead, Sunny, go ahead. Speak, go ahead.
Yes, I need to. Thank you. I just need to ask him only a few questions. Number one is that he said there is a beautiful magic law which has now come. So, okay, so when will I get my money back? Now there is a law, there is a bill passed. When will I get my money back? And will I get it back before the 22nd of December 2020 when the sanctions are going to end? That is 35A, and that's my question. I defy him to answer me on this.
1 million people, okay, running out of time completely. Thank you. Sunny, you know what happens is, Sunny and Vivek have run out of time. We'll do another debate, right? Republic TV, the only channel that is following up on the PMC and the Sri Raghavendra Bank rhythm, the only channel following up on it. But you used a word, Hitesh. Hitesh, you used a word called post-mortem. Every government in that case can use that word and get away with it. Let's see what happens, because 1 million people, Hitesh, 1 million people, and I know that every party here is trying to do something, but the 1 million people, PMC and Sri Raghavendra Bank included, have lost their life's savings. Let's see where the story goes. Republic will keep fighting for them. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us on the debate. Thank you. And